Good afternoon, it's Jay Manor at Mountaineer Club. It is Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. It's been quite a while since I've done an update, but it's been busy at the club. We've had your board and committees working hard to get everything ready for this upcoming season. Here's just a little recap. We have Easter weekend coming up this weekend. There's lots of events going on Saturday and followed by the buffet on Sunday, but Friday night we have the social up at the club, and members are welcome to come up with their guests from 5 to 6, and then we'd love it if you'd make dinner reservations and come and enjoy your club. Club communications, we noticed everyone not too long ago that we rolled out a new mobile app. We also put out the flip book, which is all of the things Mountaineer for this upcoming season. And just if you have any questions, you can ask Marley or Justin in membership and marketing that they work at the club. You can reach out to them and get, if you don't have your logins and everything else, guest registration. This is one that seems to get overlooked a lot, but if you have guests or family coming to the mountain and you want them registered and have the best experience, the best thing to do is to go through the business office. There's a form online that you can do, that you can send a registration form that you can fill out, but it's better to have them in the system before instead of showing up and going, "Honey, I'm home." That affects the gate in the club and other areas, but it just works better. It's a better experience for you and your families and their guests. Hospitality update. It's available to guests and members. Currently we have 18 residences and rooms in the hospitality program that are available. We only rent members and club homes. And you can go through Courtney there, Courtney Rossi, and she will give them a great experience. We've had nothing but 5-star reviews from her. We're very appreciative of what we've done there. One thing I forgot to mention is with the cold weather that we had this past winter, many of you know that a lot of broken pipes and water and damage on the mountain. Falling Leaf Lodge was also hit by that. And so we're putting that together now. We've been wrestling or negotiating kind of the push and pull with the insurance company, but we are now moving ahead to get everything corrected and make sure everything is up and running and put back together for the Falling Leaf Lodge. The spa. Update on the spa. That's the lower level of Chautauqua. It has all been demoed at this point, and they're getting ready to put back finishes, to start with finishes, and we're excited to see that. It is a little bit behind schedule, some of the things ordering and just some timing of things. We hope to have that open on or around July 4th of this upcoming year, but that'll have 3 massage rooms. It'll have a room for mani and pedi, and facials. We're switching the men's and the ladies' room, and excited for that to get going, and another amenity to have for the members and their families and guests. The golf course update. We've talked about irrigation. You've seen all the updates, hopefully, from Scott and Chris on how to replace divots and what's going on with the irrigation, tree removal. But April 3rd, we started aerification of the greens. So they've finished that, they've top dressed, they're verticutting, and hats off to Scott Bradley and his team. And one of the things that we use are H2Bs, and H2Bs for the golf course maintenance. We fall in buckets, and this year we fell in bucket F. And I'm not sure what that stands for, but it wasn't a fun one. And so Scott had to be creative, and what he did, he was able to go through the company that did the irrigation and check all the documents and get everything lined up, and he has been able to get 7 workers this year, which gives him the tools he needs to make sure the practices on the golf course are upheld to the standard that you have expected over the years. Chris in the pro shop is getting ready. He's got a little breather this week, and then with the aerification, and then he gets shot out of the cannon. As you know, Mountain Air comes to life late April, early May. He's replacing the mats down at the Learning Center, or putting mats down at the Learning Center, so that when the greens get beat up, when the driving range gets beat up, there's an alternative for you to hit golf balls. And George is down there, and included with George, we've added a woman that's going to be coming up and helping George, assist George with clinics and teaching and lessons. And Chris will give more information on that. But we're excited to move ahead there. And all of these pieces come together. The Wellness Center, Leah is over there, and she has been doing an amazing job. She has all of her contractors lined up and providers for the summer. Emmy and Joe will be back in mid to late May. She's got yoga and stretch, all the other providers lined up. And there were 3 pieces of equipment that had an issue, the ellipticals, and those are being switched out so that the Bluetooth, the connectivity, will be better and more functional, because we were having a little disconnect there. Excuse me. On food and beverage, Bill, Derek, Carrie and their teams have been working this year with standard operating procedures for the wait staff and the cooks, and going through menus. And speaking of that, we have added an additional home at the bottom of the hill across from the guardhouse, and we will have 15 bedrooms that are available, 22 beds that we have the H2Bs that are coming from your clubs in South Florida. The kids are coming from South Africa, Ireland, Jamaica, and we're excited to have those kids come back. Christoph and Etienne are some that have been here for a couple years, and Etienne has put out that is the countdown of how many days before he comes back. And these kids really raise the bar and give us the opportunity to provide the level of service and accomplish everything for, get everything done for you, the members. The market is open, and we're doing some changes in the market. Lisa Moore is there. She, with Derek Nolan and Bill Klein, the chef, are working on some other options and offerings for you, the members. And so hopefully that is noticeable. We hope to have that all in-house and changed by the 1st of May. There's some other things that we're using with our North Star app that how you can order, and at the pool and online from the golf course, that I believe is hopefully will be live by the 1st of May. The club calendar, we have some important dates we're going to put up so you know what's coming up. And then we talk about bears. We have a pretty docile bear that's been hanging around below the entrance to the runway and adjacent the pickleball and wellness center. And it's a very big female bear, but as we talk about Bear Smart, please see Kat. She'll be doing some talks on that, and just we want to keep everyone safe, and bears are great to see from afar, and we don't want any accidents, so we're just trying to make sure everyone's aware of that. Speaking of Kat, she is Josie, who was here last year, has moved on for a permanent job with the Forestry Service, and Kat has someone new coming and joining her team that we're excited. He's someone that's local to Burnsville, has worked in the forestry and some other things, and will be a great addition to her team. With that, I think that's about it. We're excited to have everyone back on the mountain. If there's anything that I can do to make your experience better or for you and your families, please let me know. As I said, and I just passed a 4-year anniversary of being here, and some will remember they hired me on April Fool's Day. So you decide who the joke is on. If there's anything we can do, we're here for you and look forward to having you on the mountain. Thank you so much. Happy Easter.